What's happening, everybody? On YouTube, Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. Coming back to you with another video. And have you ever been in a situation, I want to talk about, have you ever been in a situation where maybe you're at a garage sale, maybe you're scanning items, or maybe you're not even scanning items, you're just looking at items and stacking up a big pile, or maybe you go to a thrift store and you have like 30 or 40 books or a bunch of clothing, and the person who's checking you out, right, and collecting your money at the register or at the garage sale, have they ever said to you, are you a reseller? Are you selling those items on eBay? What are you doing with all those items? So I've made a video about this in the past, how you respond to this, but I thought it would be interesting to make like an update video in 2019, just in terms of what I do. And I would love to know in the comments right now, put a comment down below, and don't forget to smash that like button. Let me know, how do you respond when somebody starts questioning you, right? We're not even talking about other customers or other competitors that might be playing mind games with you, but what do you do, right? And you might be thinking this is kind of stupid to talk about, but a lot of us, we think about this. We get nervous about this. What do you do when somebody asks you, are you reselling that item? Are you selling it on eBay? What do you do in that situation? Because I can tell you right now, when I was new, 5 or 6 years ago, and you can even ask my mother, Mama Profit, we would lie. Like, we would make up lies. Oh yeah, we're into biology. Oh yeah, we're into aerobics. Oh, we're huge into this and that and economics, right? I remember there was one time my mom had she had 35 business and finance books. They were like textbooks from pristine colleges, and the woman's like, oh, so you're into business, you're into whatever it was. She's like, oh yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love business. I'm thinking to myself, oh man, this is a hole that we probably do not want to dig on a regular basis. So I mean, I used to make up little white lies because I guess I was just nervous or worried, or I don't know, I thought maybe if I told them, they would judge me. Like when I first got started, there was I was fighting with is reselling from thrift stores ethical, yes or no? And I was thinking, would they raise the prices? Maybe they won't sell it to me, so on and so forth. But as time went on over the years, especially after a year or two, and I really embedded myself in the community and engaged with a lot of you guys and went to a lot of meetups and saw how other people did it, I just became more transparent and honest. And a lot of my worries of people judging and not selling me the books or raising the prices never came true, right? So nowadays when somebody asks me, oh, are you selling this on eBay? Or are you reselling this? I'll just be honest with them and I'll say yes, right? I'll say, yeah, I am selling it on eBay. I help bring books to the community, so on and so forth. Now you can put a little twist to it, because selling on Amazon, a lot of times you are taking old books that are just going to sit around and never reach that end user who's interested in that book, and you are bringing it to the community. It might not be your community, but as a reseller, we are offering value. We're bringing these old, outdated products, especially when you start dealing with clothing and shoes. We clean them up, we make them presentable again. Especially with shoes, you wash them, clean them. You could take an old raggedy pair of shoes and make it look brand new. If you've ever seen any of the videos that I've created with Tino, we have a workshop that actually talks about this, so on and so forth. But yeah, as resellers, we're bringing a lot of value to the market, even though maybe the general public doesn't see it that way. So yeah, my advice, right, when somebody asks you, are you a reseller? Are you selling on eBay? For the most part, especially at thrift stores and retail stores, if you're gonna be doing RA and stuff and you're gonna see these people on a regular basis, be honest. Why? Because you don't want to get caught in a lie. And also you want to be able to build that relationship. By being honest and upfront, a lot of those fears that you have won't come true. But what will actually happen is you'll nurture that relationship. You being honest with them, they'll actually go out of their way to bring more products to you, because these people are working these jobs, they're bored. A lot of people, especially when you're working at Goodwills, Savers, even at retail stores, the general public is mean, right? No one asks how you're doing, how's your day going. It's hard to build. I've worked in retail and restaurants. It's hard to find people who actually generally care. So by building that relationship and being nice to them, being honest, asking how their day's going, they'll go out of their way for you, especially now that they know what you want and what you're there for, especially if you always treat them well. So I just be honest. Nowadays, I'm so proud of my mother. I was actually in Savers the other day, and everybody's saying, hey, Kathy, how you doing, Kathy? All the workers, they all know her. And she was like, oh, well, thanks to you, and you showed me how it's done. Or she said something like that, because I do that all the time. I try to build relationships. You know, I don't have relationships at all the thrift stores, but I do my best, you know, to get to know the people. And sometimes they'll say, hey, we got all these books in back, and they roll out a bin. Or they say, hey, did you see the new donation? They just donated a bunch of BMX bikes or whatever. It's right in the corner. It just came out a little while ago. Or the other day, I went into a thrift store, and you see all those toothbrushes? Ended up popping on a bunch of them. So, yeah, I'm just honest. I would love to know in the comments down below, how do you respond when somebody asks, are you a reseller? What are you doing with all those items? Are you really interested in aerobics for women over 70? I would love to know your response. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a big favor and smash that like button down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Would love to hear your guys' feedback. And feel free to engage in the comments and have conversations. That's what these videos are all about. There's a lot that you can learn in the comments by just sharing your 2 cents, sharing your insight. And don't feel like, oh, I don't have any value. It's already been said, so on and so forth. You have something unique to share. You have your own angle. You have your own perspective. And a lot of times, I'll say something, someone won't relate to it, but someone will say the same thing as me, and another person will relate because they're connecting on like, I don't know. I think you know what I'm saying. So share a comment down below. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep on picking and making that money, and we'll talk soon. Peace.